Hi there. So about a week ago I realized I could get the Domino working on any controller just by adding resistance in the negative line between the controller and the throttle, just to raise the base voltage some. And I made a video about it, and I did revise the resistances slightly, and the Domino ended up with 1360 ohms in the positive from the controller to the throttle, and 1680 ohms in the negative. And I went off and tested it, and I didn't notice that the bike seemed slower, but the first thing I really noticed was how amazing the economy was. And one thing stuck in my mind was I was going up a hill doing 29 for 1.4 kilowatts, and then when I refitted the hall throttle after testing, I sort of like immediately noticed that I'm lurching about and sort of thought, oh, the bike seems faster. But in actual fact, I was just lurching about, not really getting on with it. And on the same hill, I was using 2.4 kilowatts to do 28 miles an hour. And then today I tried to match the Domino economy figures, and I was only doing 22 miles an hour to only use 1.4 kilowatts. So there was absolutely none of the urging that I'd experienced in the past with a Magura throttle with a mechanical low voltage mod and a electrical high voltage mod. But on that setup I managed 130 miles on a 19.2 amp hour 72 volt pack, even though I was only doing 15 miles an hour and it was a bit dull. But the difference in economy that you can achieve with a resistance based throttle is quite amazing. And obviously you get full performance, you just have to use more twist. So I've made a version for the Magura which has just 1100 ohms in the positive feed, and I also had a bit of an experiment, and this is a 5k linear potentiometer, and I can add this between the I can add this into the circuit and limit the 90 plus mile an hour no load speed down to 30 something, except it does drop the the low throttle voltage down to, I don't know, 0.45, so just above error threshold. So really you need to alter them both at once. This might give a slightly better idea. So with that out of the way, oh yeah, what's the other thing? The line voltage of the throttle circuit on this test setup without a throttle connected is 4.97 volts. So if you've got drastically different voltages, you'll need different resistances. And I haven't had time to play around with speed limiting, but the Domino behaves so nicely. I'm gonna put it on this bike because it just may give such good control as to not need any kind of speed limiting, because sometimes I want something between 1 and 2, for example, like when the weather's particularly bad. I'm sure there was something else, but yeah, the Domino, I can't recommend this throttle enough, and the next build I do, now that I know I can use it with any old controller, I'll definitely be considering one of these, because they're just next level, and you can use the micro switch which closes once you're on the throttle. That strobes my brake, strobes my tail light on this, so it looks more like a bicycle. Anyway, hope some of you found that useful. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.